This is the final project for Regenerative Studies Class 450, Sustainable Communities, with Professor Dan Newhaus.
The Sustainable Living Project providing information and ideas for the average homeowner to become more sustainable in their everyday life at home.
So another good complex adaptive system to look at is Craigslist. Craigslist, pretty much online social network where you can exchange goods, usually used or repaired goods for a cheaper price, and it's usually transactions are done locally, which will save energy on transportation.
And Craigslist is a complex adaptive system, and so there are autonomous agents involved, and those autonomous agents are anyone that has goods or services to sell. Um,
And pretty much anyone who has internet access who is looking for certain goods and services. And the emergent behavior would be to access these things locally for cheaper prices and for less energy and transportation. And some of the impediments of Craigslist are, since transactions are done through just the general public, there is a lack of reliability. No one, Craigslist isn't responsible for anything, but they have they have blogs and stuff that keep people away from scams and stuff like that.
and in exchange for buying locally, you're keeping a local economy intact and not utilizing the industrial model, which bottlenecks funds and money to a certain few and not to the people.
Yeah, instead of a concentration of profit going to a corporation, the profit is equally spread throughout the local community. And support can be built for Craigslist either through online, through the blogs, or even by word of mouth. The more people have positive experiences with Craigslist, the more it'll catch on with other people.
And it's worldwide and through almost every major city in the world, so it's a huge community that can exchange goods and services.
Yeah, it also allows for closed loop cycles for if people have unwanted goods, instead of throwing them away or putting them in the junkyard, they can be sold to people who need them, and it offers nothing's wasted, everything's reused.
And so the way that it empowers its users is that it's providing the availability of products or good quality products at a cheaper price, as opposed to going to big box stores and buying what you need.
Yeah, and at the same time, people can turn what they would think would be waste into money for people that would need it.
Thus, you're keeping items and that normally would be thrown out to the trash, would leave the cycle. Now it's being retained and it's continuing, and there's nothing but good that can come from that.
Yeah, so it covers all three of the aspects of sustainability. Environmental, because of what you just said, we're using resources, and there's less energy use in transportation, because all the transitions are done locally. And it's social, because it causes interaction with the general public. Everyone has to interact in person, so it is a big social aspect. It causes people to work with each other. And economic, because people are accessing their goods cheaper as opposed to buying them brand new.
And emphasizing local economies and empowering those local economies to thrive. And,
So next, we're going to show you a little example of how Craigslist works. So now we're going to show an example of how to use Craigslist if anyone were to go and buy a stove through Craigslist. It's really simple. You just search through the listings. Anyone can post a listing of an item they need for sale. Say we need a gas stove.
So here's a Kenmore 4-pilot gas stove for $250.
And it's in Covina, so that's really close to Pomona. That's not a lot of transportation.
So he's selling his stove due to upcoming deployment. It's in great condition and works like new. Stove is still installed, so you can take a look for yourself for gapless burners, broilers, self-cleaning mode. And here he provides his email and his phone number get in contact with him, obviously. And
so one of the impediments how we're talking about, there aren't a lot of guarantees or reliabilities. Here, he's getting around that. He has it installed, and when you're going to purchase it, you can even check to make sure it's still working.
now with the price, it says it's $250, but if we go to the website,
If we were to buy this brand new, it would be $348.
and that's not including taxes, plus it's
It's just supporting the industrial model, and with Craigslist, we're supporting the local community.
yeah.
So you would be saving $100 with more, probably with tax, and you're going to Covina instead of supporting Sears in an industrial model. My house, I had to buy all my appliances. So like we said, Craigslist is a pretty sustainable model for buying our appliances. And here I went online to Craigslist and found a very good quality refrigerator in West Covina, like I said, local to Pomona. All of them, they're Energy Star rated, so it's going to be saving energy and electricity. And again, I'm supporting the local communities. Not only that, but this one in particular was refurbished. I mean, the man selling them buys a whole bunch of non-working pieces of appliances and puts them together and has them refurbished and sells them repaired. So here, this, instead of it being tossed away, it's fully functional, being replaced, and now it's fine and isn't wasted.
Okay, so this is the washer and dryer that was also purchased on Craigslist, and they're also refurbished, as you can see on the sides here, which is a plus. And they're Energy Star rated, so that means that the washer has a special spin cycle that eliminates extra moisture, which will reduce the time in the dryer. And the dryer has sensors that will turn off the dryer as soon as the closer dries, so that you're not wasting more energy. On top of that, because they're Energy Star rated, you're saving 10 to 50% more energy, and you're cutting your energy costs by about a third and your water costs by about a half. And just by using a non-Energy Star rated appliance, you're wasting about 17 gallons of water